Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Matt Harrison gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Michael Reed heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Right fielder.
Time to move forward to the bottom of inning number 3. Dylan Cousins digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Into the windup and the pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And a foul pop behind the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Dylan Cousins has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets fouled. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting,
Quinn will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Santana has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, J.P. Crawford, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Michael Reed will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6.
Leading off for the Brewers,
Domingo Santana makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And that misses 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through it.
Standing in now, number 23. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here. Odubel Herrera is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Odubel Herrera.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Stephen Vogt will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Alfaro scoops it up on the first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Colin Walsh will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on it.
We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. David Goforth will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. He's set. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, and he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the 2nd out.
Now batting,
Cesar Hernandez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Number 71 will come in and pitch now.
For the Brewers, number 71.
Now a snap throw to first. Back in standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Phillies strand 1. They trail here 4-0. Michael Reed comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First delivery to him on the way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting.
Number 2 will dig
two.
in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
And a dive, but he's back. Now the 0-1. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Flip onto the second baseman covering. Will take care of him at first. Scored 3-4 on the sacrifice, and the runner moves into scoring position now with only 1 away.
Left fielder.
Domingo Santana.
Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Quinn is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Chris Carter gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. To the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Number 23 stands in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Ready with the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dylan Cousins digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
The windup and the 0-1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Corey Knebel
will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit. I just don't get it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Quinn will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Too high, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. Still 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show. Hector Neris will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brendan Drury. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Brandon Drury.
This one's hit deep out to left center field. Quinn ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I got to tell you, that's not the way you're hoping to make an entrance into this ball game. First batter he faces, and bang. This ball just about leaves the yard, winds up hitting off the outfield wall, and now he's going to have to deal with a runner on second base.
To the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Not the start he was hoping for out of the bullpen. He's only thrown 2 pitches so far, and they've been turned into a double and now a single. Hasn't cost him any runs yet, but that might not be far behind.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. 1 away. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1 away in the inning.
Corey Knebel.
James Chung will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Right fielder.
Michael Reed digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Number 2 will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single.
And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. And they tack on 1 more here on the sacrifice fly.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. J.P. Crawford will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far.
Number 25 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far.
Well, he's had a rough one at the plate in this one, guys, but here's another opportunity to get something going.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 1 strike from the shutout. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting.
Tommy Joseph stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that,